Hey there, everybody, and welcome to a new game to the channel, Oxygen Not Included, also known as Oni. I put a vote out on the community page on YouTube and it's like, hey, what would you guys like to see? I've been playing Mind Over Magic. It's reminded me of Oni, and you know, I've never played RimWorld, or I really enjoyed Oni. And yeah, every time I'm going to refer to Oxygen Not Included, I'm going to say Oni. So yeah, hopefully that, you know, when I say Oni, you'll know what I'm talking about there. And I put a vote out, and I was like, okay, what would you guys like to see? You know, I liked Oni, I haven't played it in a while. You know, maybe we do a 2023 run. And so here we are. You guys voted for Oni. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a full series or not. You guys like and comment on the video. Lets me know that, you know, hey, yeah, I definitely want to see more of this. Or, you know, hey, this is kind of cool to see for again, but I don't know if I want a full series on it. So your feedback is always greatly appreciated, and if you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. It always helps. We always love to see new community members on the channel, and welcome if you do decide to join. So, I haven't played this in a while. Tips and tricks are always welcome. And so if you have any for me, and yeah, that would be great. So we're gonna do a new game. We're gonna do survival. We're gonna do the standard stay on our toes, one step ahead of this unforgiving world. One slip up could bring your colony crashing down. We'll do survival. That sounds fine to me. And we have the standard scenario, so we're gonna do a standard scenario of the game. And as always, I'm gonna try to slow down. I know I talk way too fast, so someone brought up the fact that, hey, you may talk a little fast, you know, we don't all understand like English as well, and so I completely understand. I do apologize. It is unfortunately a bad habit that I have, and yeah, I need to hopefully get that worked out. So I'm gonna try to catch myself, and if I speed up and suddenly slow down, that's probably why. All right, so immediate surroundings. So we have worlds, we have destinations. I can just like spam a world seed, and I'm gonna do a basic seed. We're just gonna do, for this 2023 run, we're gonna do a basic seed, and you know, if we think we can do something else, then we will. And I'm gonna spam the hell out of this, and then I'm actually going to take this seed, and I'm going to put it off to my side so that I will have it in the YouTube description down below. So if you want to play with me on this seed, then you can very well do that. I'm gonna leave all of this at default. We're not gonna change anything about it. We're just gonna do a standard run. Story traits, we have Somnium Synthesizer, Critter Fluxomatic, Mysterious Hermit, Ancient Specimen, and Biobot Builder. I don't know what any of these are. I'm gonna leave them on. If there's one that I should turn off, then I guess you guys should let me know. But I think all of this is good for right now. I think these are popular to see. Power up a colossal relic from Gravitas Underground's deep lab. When duplicates sleep, their minds are blissfully blank and dream-free, but under the right conditions, things could be different. And then we get the Critter Fluxomatic. Explore a revolutionary genetic manipulation device designed for critters. Whether or not it was ever used on non-critter subjects is unclear. Its DNA database has been wiped clean. So I'm assuming these are like story-based things that we can actually do, that will, you know, give us some hints of like what's going on, different scenarios and things that we can of that nature. Discover a reclusive character living in a Gravitas relic and persuade them to join the colony. Revelations from their past could have far-reaching implications for duplicates everywhere. Even their makeshift shelter might be of some use. Ancient Specimen. The Asteroid has a few skeletons in its geological closet. Track down fossilized fragments of ancient critters to assemble key pieces of Gravitas history and unlock new resources. And then Biobot Builder. Reboot an ambitious collaborative project spearheaded by Gravitas bioengineering and robotics departments. If correctly rebuilt, it could save duplicate lives. Very, very good. And I guess I should have started off, if you don't know what Oxygen Not Included, if you don't know what that is, and if you've recently been watching our Mind Over Magic, it's similar to that. It is a 2D colony builder game where you prioritize your duplicates, and you know, they have jobs, so on and so forth. It is probably one of the best games of its nature alongside RimWorld. It is very good. If you have any interest, I do highly recommend you play it. This is just one of those, it's one that I can never beat, but I always enjoy playing it. And sometimes you feel like you're gonna have to have a science degree to play this, like a rocket engineering degree or some certain science degree, but it is still a ton of fun. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do ideal survival chance. We're just gonna do the basic stuff. That's fine with me. All right, so we're gonna start the game and load in. Okay, now we've loaded in, and now we're gonna have our duplicates of who is going to be in our colony. Now, the way I'm gonna do starting to do naming, is that I think I'm going to prioritize my members for the moment, and then any other suggestions that we have in the comments once we get any more duplicates, and we will have more duplicates, do not worry. Then I will gladly take your name suggestion and we will put you in the game. But for me, just to make things easier, I will start off taking my members. So we're gonna have one because I have 2 members at the moment. One duplicant will be not named, and so if you want a name suggestion down there below, and you're you don't want to do the membership thing, I'm gladly will get you in the game. So let's see here. I have 2, and I know one is my very supportive wife. I love her. Thank you very much, dear. I appreciate it. So Danzy will be in here. So we'll have a Danzy, and not Stinky. We'll have Danzy, and then our other supporter that we have is going to be Kevin. Kevin, you have actually a long name. I may actually just do Kevin if that's okay. Kevin may be in here. Actually, no, I'm gonna do your full name. Nope. Hello, game. There we go. Kevin may be in here. There you go, Kevin. All right, so we've got. And let me get, okay, now I'm curious, is this gonna re-roll? Okay, yeah, so if I re-roll the duplicate, it is going to change the name. So actually, I will name you guys later. All right, so a couple different things. We have, the duplicates have interests and they have traits, and they have stress reactions and overjoyed responses. So, you can have, like in Mind Over Magic, you have different things people are good at. And so I think I want, obviously, well, I want one good at cooking and research. I think cooking and research are very good stats to start off with. So I think I might make this Danzy. So Danzy, you'll be our cooker and researcher. I know you love to cook in certain games. So Danzy, I hear my cat just absolutely going crazy, running back and forth. So Danzy, you will be doing our cooking and researching. You have shriveled taste buds, increase food morale bonus, and you're squeamish, cannot do doctoring errands, which is fine. I don't think uglier criers or stress reaction. I have a feeling you'll have a comment about that. Overjoyed response, this duplicate, so you sparkle streaker. I have no idea what that means. Okay, so that is going to be Danzy for us. I see, randomize duplicate's name. We don't want to do that. I wish I could do your looks. I would love to give you blue hair because I know how much you miss your blue hair. All right, so Kevin, what are we gonna have Kevin do? Decorating, cooking, tidying, ranching. I would like one for mining. Mining would be very good. Building is very good, but we don't need cooking. We already have someone who's cooking. Farming, cooking, operating, ranching, building, farming. Oh, that one would have actually been good. Well, too late now. Doctoring, farming, building, ranching, and suit wearing. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get into ranching just yet. I wanna find one that has mining at least. Researching, supplying, building, supplying, cooking, building. Okay, that's 7 construction, so I think I might go there. You have increased science, determines how quickly duplicate could search, research, and gain skill points. I might re-roll you just for that. Oh, but you have, that's 12 science too. No. Danzy's got our, okay, here's 7 construction, food morale bonus, we can take that. Cannot do attacking errands, I think we're okay with that. All right, see, overjoyed response, super productive, and then you are a binged eater. That can be dangerous for us. I know binge eating, if you're stressed, you will just eat all of our food. But we're gonna go with it, we're gonna go with this, Kevin, that is your duplicate. Welcome to the colony. Kevin may be in here. If I can type. There we go. All right, then we have Kevin. And then we're gonna have our random duplicate. So if you would like to be the random duplicate, let me know down below a name you would like. If you would like to be your handle or just some random name, we can do that too. All right, so let's see what, I hear my cat. Ooh, digging. Well, that's already good. Decor morale bonus, and then decorating errands. So you can't do decorating errands, but you really love decor. Decreased machinery, which I think is gonna be fine. You're an ugly crier like Danzy is. And then you are a balloon artist. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's see what your descriptions are. This Marie is positively glowing. What's her secret? Radioactive isotopes? Of course. This Devin dreams of owning their own personal computer, so they start a blog full of pictures of toast. And then Abe here. Abes are sweet, delicate flowers. They need to be treated gingerly with great consideration for their feelings. So like, it's using the duplicate's base names. And so before Danzy was Marine, so we have that. All right, name of the colony. YouTube. Stapes is YouTube? Stapes, YouTube, Stapes, something. YouTube is trapped here. There you go, y'all are trapped here. All right, Embark, let's go. Yeah, that's how we're starting off. All right, let's see here. It's been a while, so I'm gonna have to learn. Let's see, and for people who haven't seen this game, I am gonna try my best to read out tips and tricks. And if you are a absolute master at this game, I do apologize for the slow paceness of this video, but if you will gladly help, I do appreciate that. But I'm going to read out these tips just for people who haven't seen the game, and so that they can kind of follow along, if that's okay. All right, alert. I've woken at the target location, but colonization efforts have hit a hitch. I was supposed to land on the planet's surface, but became trapped many miles underground instead. Although the conditions are not ideal, it's imperative that I establish a colony here and begin mounting efforts to escape. All right, so we are in the game. There's gonna be a couple of different things on the UI. We have all of our building stuff down here. We have a bunch of commands down here. We have our priorities down here where we can set job priorities. I'm gonna pause the game. We don't have any oxygen, so people are slowly breathing in oxygen, hence the name oxygen not included. So we can see here this blue sparkly particle stuff, that's our oxygen. We have limited resources, and then this game is very science-based, so as they breathe in oxygen, they will breathe CO2 and CO2 will fall. Okay, so tutorial, basic controls. WASD, mouse scroll up and down, very good. I can speed or slow down my perception of time using num plus or minus and then pressing space. So we have num minus and plus to speed up the colony. And then I'll keep records of everything I discover in my personal database or U. So we can hit that and go to U. And that is our personal database. There's a bunch to read in here, so I will definitely probably be using that. And then we will exit on that. All right, no outhouse built, so they need a place to go to the bathroom. So what we need to start doing is we need to start digging and building. So what I'm gonna do is, we don't have any resources whatsoever. So let's go ahead and set up a dig command. I'm gonna set up this, and we're just gonna dig. That's gonna make us a bunch of CO2 fall. So I don't wanna open up any caverns just yet. So I'm gonna okay, hang on, there we go. What is my shortcut, G? All right, G. All right, so let's build out this. And let's just kind of build outwards. And I want to go ahead and get those tiles going. So we'll get those tiles going and we'll build down as well. And we need the resources to build a oxygen tank. So we want oxygen diffuser, converts a large amount of algae into oxygen. So we're eventually going to want those. We do have tiles and ladders. So I'm going to go and build probably... So I'm already in my head, I'm already kind of building out, but this is one of those games where I'm not gonna try to plan too much ahead, so you guys aren't like, oh, this is taking forever. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best here to make the game not as boring and take as long. I am gonna go ahead and get some of these tiles down and build out this. That way we can go ahead and get some of our foundations down. I'm gonna go and build 2 foundations out this way, so we'll have our main portal here. And I'll probably build a ladder down so that we can go ahead and get to this oxygen down here. We also found a critter. What are you? Hatch, look at you. Idle, wild, mood, satisfied. Egg chances. Hatches excrete a solid cold waste and may be uncovered by digging up buried objects. Oh, cool. All right, so y'all are getting to work. Okay, so we have duplicate movement. Duplicates have limited jumping and climbing abilities. They only climb 2 tiles high and cannot fit into spaces shorter than 2 tiles, or cross gaps wider than 1 tile. I should keep this in mind when placing errands. And I like how the game always, it's like, it is from your perspective, so the game treats it as it's from your perspective. To check an errand, if place is accessible, I can select duplicate and click show navigation to view all areas within their reach. Very good. So colony management, I can use the dig tool to build menu. Yep, we're good on that. And then digging for resources, and we're good on that, honestly. And some of these I'm not gonna read, but if I can go ahead and explain them to you, there's gonna be a lot of different things that we can learn here, but I will read this little tooltip. Duplicates will need to gain the super hard digging skill to mine apsolite, and the super hard digging skill to mine diamond and obsidian. Without proper skills, these materials will be undiggable. Eventually, duplicates can get hats, and their hats are basically their jobs. And these jobs can go a long way of getting special things done. So they become really good at it. So you get like a science hat for Danzy, so she'll do her science job more efficiently. And we also have these oxalite producing oxygen for us. You can see how they make bubbles and oxygen rises. So you can see that we're kind of okay right now. So I do want to go ahead and we want to gather. So what is my gather command? We have our uproot. Can I just dig out that? Is that how that works? So that uproots that. Growth halted, illumination, uproot errand. So we're gonna uproot that. And what we do need to build is some chests. So we're gonna build some storage bins for right now. Ooh, actually, I can go ahead and make a storage area. That would probably be beneficial. We have that providing light to us. So let's go ahead and work on doing a storage area. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these too wide so they have a ladder to go down and then one space to jump over. I think that's what I'm gonna do, have corridors that are too wide. So what I'm gonna do is we also have our ration box, so that is kind of our starting food there. I'm gonna make tiles go this way, and then they'll have one to jump over, and then we'll have tiles to go this way for right now. So we'll do 4 tiles, and then I'll start putting some storage down so that we can start putting it away. So we have some seeds appearing. Very good. What do we have in our ration box? We have nutrition bars. Okay. So we need to think about food as well. Lots to do, lots to make. So we can go ahead and make oxygen if we wanted to. We can get manual generators. We get a micro musher. And then there's also, like in Mind Over Magic, we're gonna have rooms. And I'm only saying Mind Over Magic because that is the game that's on the channel that people probably can relate to if they've watched it. Now what I need to look at is I need some filters. Where is it? Overlays. We have our oxygen overlay, power, temperature, materials, light, plumbing, ventilation, and those are all of our F buttons. Room overlay. Okay, so here's our rooms. And I think if I hover over it, it'll tell me exactly what I need for it. So if we want a basic mess hall, that's going to do a mess table, no industrial machine, so we can make a mess hall. We can make a kitchen. So we need a spice grinder, cooking station, refrigerator, no mess table. So we can't make a kitchen yet. Or the mush maker, what is it? Is that what it is? The micro musher. So we can go ahead and, I'm not gonna worry about rooms too heavily yet. I will probably go ahead and worry about making a barracks at least so you guys have a place to sleep. So let's go ahead and get the barracks done. I think over here, I'm gonna probably make the barracks. Let's see here. And do we have, make sure we have it. Oxygen, power, food, plumbing, ventilation, refinement, medicine, furniture, and we have our cots. Okay, good. So we have 3 of you, so we're gonna go make our cots. And I think what I'm gonna do is we will put a pneumatic door here, and I'll put a pneumatic door here. So I have our doors there. And then I will go ahead and start placing cots down as well. So we'll go ahead and start digging out this area. And I may be focusing on the wrong thing, and you guys on YouTube will be like, oh no, he's not focusing on the right thing. What is he doing? And that is just gonna be probably the lessons learned of this game. All right, so we wanna go ahead and make sure we have a place for you guys to use the bathroom as well. And ideally, I don't want we wanna keep our sewage away from our water. So what I'll do is I'll probably put sewage down here somewhere, and we'll have to dig out some of the stuff, but we'll probably have our latrines and stuff go this way. We wanna keep it away from our water reservoir. We wanna keep a reservoir of water. And we don't want to get into that polluted. And yes, you can pollute it. All right, so we need water as well, and we need a pitcher pump. So we can go ahead and start probably, so we have this down here. So we're probably gonna want water down here. We could go ahead and actually start on this instead, or I can combine them into one thing. So we can probably dig out this, dig out here. I'm trying to think of how the best way to combine these 2 sources of water. Because we want the pitcher pump to be at the lowest point. We want it kind of right here. That's kind of our lowest point. So we might have the pitcher pump go down here and then have our water kind of flow down this way. I might do that. So we'll need to worry about that in a second. Okay, let you do your thing. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. That's not what speed up. Do I have my, oh, I don't have, actually, I don't think I have my number pad. Fast speed tab. There we go. Tab is what I use for mine. All right, cool. That's probably what is standard. All right, so y'all don't have any jobs. Let's go ahead and build you some beds so you have a place to sleep tonight. What is our time? Our time is kind of midday. I do want to make sure you guys have a place to sleep. So we'll get 3 cots down, which means we actually need a little bit more room. So let's build 1 over. And then I'm gonna place them right on top of each other. It'll be fine for right now. And then what I'll do is probably have these be tile high. So I want base. And is there a shortcut? No, there's not. So we'll build that at like a tile high. That's a little cramped, isn't it? So we probably won't do that. Let's go ahead and let's do cancel, and then we'll cancel that, and we'll leave that there. And we'll do this tile, and then we'll go across. And we need that, and then we'll do this. Okay, that's good. Y'all start digging and doing that. That'll be your places to sleep. I'm gonna go and place this furniture down in here. I can't place that one there, so we'll have that one here, that one here, that one here. That looks good to me. Ooh, no, actually wrong. Very wrong. Cancel that. And then we want to do, let's see, 3. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I know my buttons. There we go. Cot there, and then a cot there. All right, very good. So I'll have that going. And then we also need to focus on getting you guys a place to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna put that down here. So we're gonna have a tile here, and then have it here. So we have that room going here. Y'all dig that out. And I'm gonna have a latrine going right here for right now. I will need to destroy this or make that uproot. I guess, okay, you already have the job ready to go. So you guys will get that done. We don't need this here for right now. All right, so we'll place that block. Let's see, must build an unoccupied space. So yeah, we'll need to uproot these first. You guys will have that uproot. I'm not gonna do anything priority-wise yet. I'm just, you know, you guys are gonna focus on getting things done in a certain order. The jobs I'm placing down at the moment is what you're gonna get done, which is what I need. I am gonna go ahead and start focusing on getting a ladder down here. And then what we're probably gonna wanna do, this water situation is kind of stressing me out a little bit. I'm not worried about oxygen at the moment. We will collect that as soon as we get to it. I really want to combine these two water sources together if I can and make a tank. And we got to be careful. This stuff, actually, this can pollute oxygen once dug up. See, it can be distilled into algae. Slime this thick biomixture of algae, fungi, and muck. You know, I don't even try. I'm pretty sure these produce germs. Hang on, let me look at my germs overlay. Oxygen overlay. Where's my germs? Yeah, so these do produce germs, so we have to be careful with that. We don't want them to spread. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'll probably... Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this pump go right here. This is going to be the lowest point. So we'll have that here for now. I don't really like that location though. So let's, can I move that? No. So we'll copy that, and I kind of want it, so our lowest point's there. If we put it here, we'll have that as a landing. We can dig out that area and we'll make a, yeah, we can dig that area and then the water will move, and then that will be our lowest point. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to get you guys to dig that spot out, and then we'll have a ladder go down into the water. I think that's what we'll do. For right now, anyway. So you're working on that. That's going. So we're going to get latrines. We got a place to sleep for right now. That's good. Digging out this little spot right there. Very, very good. And I'm probably not going to make this episode too terribly long. At least not like our normal hour. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see how far I go. Let's see here. Y'all are digging out that, which means you're uprooting that. And then I can eventually put this tile here. So y'all are going to dig out that for me. I want a tile. And then we want our latrines. But with our latrines, so... Oh, excuse me. With our latrines, there is going to be no washing of the hands. And so we're going to have to make sure these are emptied out. Which means I want a pneumatic door here. All right, very good. A pneumatic doors, air flows through them. So, you know, if germs become a massive issue, we're gonna have to worry about those, and, you know, have to, you know, go through that, and they'll flow through. There is sickness, so, like, you know, it can spread through the air. Like I said, there is just a massive amount of science that goes into this game, and it's quite incredible. I remember playing this game when it was in early access. I believe this game was early access, and yeah, it came a long way to its full release. All right, so we don't have decor. We are gonna have our germ overlay. We do have our farming. Let's see, temperature, everything's fine. We're gonna be fine for a while. We have plenty of workable, comfortable space. And then we have our power. We don't have any power yet, which means we're probably gonna want to start getting our oxygen going. All right, so oxygen, let's see, large amounts of algae into oxygen. We are gonna wanna dig up this algae right here. So as a priority, I'm gonna go ahead and put this here so that actually digs up our algae. You guys are working on the water pump, very, very good. All right, so you guys are hungry. It is time for a food break. And now that I think about it, we probably wanna go ahead and build for now. I'm not gonna worry about, like I said, I'm not gonna worry about rooms at the moment. We'll have a micro musher. So we'll put that there, and we're gonna need power. So we're gonna want power room, and in power, you guys will breathe heavily, which, you know, right here, this is gonna be a tough place for oxygen. You're gonna wanna breathe down here. And I would have been smarter about this, and I shouldn't have blocked this off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to deconstruct this, and it's not gonna be a room, but I want the oxygen to flow here. Because I just blocked this oxygen off, honestly. We don't have vents, so I can't, you know, oxygen's just not gonna flow through. So now that I think about it, need to do that. All right, y'all are using your beds now. Danzy is hiding behind our tiny little outhouse. There's not a, the air of satisfaction. Oh goodness, there's not a lot of privacy there. And these are gonna need to be eventually cleaned, empty waste, and we're gonna make sure we're gonna have to have a priority for that. So, you know, if you're gonna need to clean it. Now, the other thing I need to get to is priorities. So, I should have worked about this in the beginning. So, Abe, if you can dig, you will dig. If you can build, you will build. And then Danzy, you will definitely research and cook when you can. And then attacking Abe, you will be our attacker if there is something to attack. Now then, what other things do I want people to focus on? Well, new duplicants can focus on doing, when they come in, they will focus on storing. What else will they focus on? Operation, research, dormitory, decoration, cooking, tidying for sure. Doctoring, no. Toggling, enable or disable buildings. We're not gonna work with that. So just kind of basic storing and tidying jobs. And then we'll have our specialists work on what they're doing. So if there's these jobs to work on, they're gonna work on it. Otherwise, they're just gonna kind of do whatever, just because that is what they're good at. All right, so that is destroyed. So we'll have our, you know, flow back. That is gonna be good. I do need to get some storage going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put storage bins down here. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 storage bins going right now. And eventually I'll have these in certain areas so that people don't have to worry about, you know, moving things around. As much so, like, you know, I'll have food stuff in the food area, so on and so forth. So you can see they're already disinfecting. So they're, I believe that's a tidying job. So if we look at germs right quick, we will see there are germs because the germs are coming from these outhouses. So anyone that uses outhouse, well, they're getting infected. So germs are kind of gonna be a factor that we need to worry about. And to do that, they're gonna need to wash their hands. And to do that, we need research. And to do that, we need a research station. So for a research station, we're gonna put this, oh, there's so many things I wanna do. All right, for a research station, I'm gonna go ahead and start building out. See, so I'm typically using 3 high. So we have 1, 2, 3, so 3 high. So this will be just perfect. So we'll do that. And then I will, let's see here. I'm gonna cancel for a second. I'm gonna get some build orders out and going. And then we're gonna have a ladder go down through here, which means we're gonna, hey, Minna, how you doing? You jumped up and scared the crap out of me, and I can't see my monitor, kitty cat. I need to see the button for destruction. There we go. All right, I had to move my cat's butt down because it is in my way. Why don't you lay in your bed, huh? Go in your bed. There you go. All right. Be my nice cozy recording kitty. All right, so we have tile. We don't want a tile there. We do want a ladder. Okay, and then I actually don't want a tile here, so we're gonna destroy that. Okay, very good. All right, so we don't have anything going in here, and I want to make sure that we have certain materials. So we have organic. The only thing we have there is, we just want all metal ores in this one. I want organics in here. I want, actually, wait, let's see, raw minerals. Let's do metal ores and minerals. And there. Consumable ore we'll do also in there. So that is good for us. And then this one will be organics. and I think seeds. So we'll do that. And then maybe also agriculture for right now. I think that sounds like a good plan to me. And once we get this other one built, we will plan it out. And this down here, I'm actually gonna make our research station, I think, further up. We're not gonna destroy this stone just yet. We need it. So let me go ahead and build up as well. We don't have power, so I'm gonna work on power. So that is going to be another tile for us. Now I can't build on this, so we need this to be 4 high, so it's gonna be a little uneven. That's gonna be all right. We're not gonna worry too much about it. So we're gonna open up this room right here. We're going to make sure we get a ladder up, and then we're going to also, let's see here. I don't think they can make that jump unless I do this. That should be fine if we keep it there. Like I said, the rooms are going to be a tad uneven, but that's okay. You know, it'll work out. We gotta have a little wonkiness to our base. So we're gonna have this. We're gonna dig that out. We're gonna dig all those out, and we're gonna dig some of this stuff out as well. Very good. So I need to go and get power running, and what I'm gonna do with power is I'm probably gonna have power at the bottom because that's where our CO2 is gonna go, and ideally I want that to fall. So we can go ahead and actually open up this down here and let our oxygen go up, because the oxygen is going to be on top of the CO2, and if the CO2 falls, it's going to fall down here. So I'm going to go ahead and dig that out. We are playing with fire here with this tiny wall here, and what I need to do is I honestly need to build just a water reservoir. So we want ideally to go ahead and dig out some of this down here, and our duplicates will eventually do that, and they can breathe underwater. It's not going to be pretty, but they're going to eventually go underwater. Okay, so we have agriculture, we have organics, and we have materials in there. I think what filtration medium, so we'll have sand, cultivatable soil, we'll have cultivatable soil, speaking too fast again, filtration medium here. And then we'll have critter eggs, and yeah, critter eggs right now. And then we'll worry about that, kind of filtering those out later. Okay. So let's go ahead and deconstruct some more. Not deconstruct, we want to dig. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. All right, so we want to go ahead and dig out some of this as well. That's gonna be coal for us. I like how I made this little room over here and have done nothing with it. I'm gonna go ahead and dig out this area right here. First I have, Danzy, you don't look too happy. Hopefully everything's okay. All right, so we don't have a wash basin. Am I crazy? Oh, I am crazy. All right, we need a wash basin, all right. That's there, and we're eventually going to want to say, hey, only go that way. Disable auto repair, deconstruct, disable building. Now, there isn't a good way to move things around, unfortunately. You need to disable, you need to deconstruct and then rebuild it. So, ideally, I would have actually moved these over one more, and I'm not going to do that yet because that's going to cause some issues, because the polluted, so it produces polluted dirt, and that has to go somewhere. And the polluted dirt we'll have to put in a storage container where it's not going to corrupt any of our other stuff. So that's something else to worry about. So yeah, there's a lot. But once you start learning it, it starts clicking, and the more you play this game, the better you're gonna get, obviously, with any game. But yeah, there's a lot. I'm gonna actually prioritize this to, I'm gonna do that as a 7 so people actually work on it. And then over here, I think I'm gonna make our, I'm trying to think of where I want to make our power generation. I may make our power generation down here, so which means I'm gonna have to dig all this out. So let's go ahead and dig all this area out. And then I'm gonna get a research station up here. We'll dig that out. And then I think what I'm gonna do is probably put some more cots here. It may make just a ladder, just have like a cot area, just for people to sleep. That's probably what we're gonna do there. Alrighty, and I think I want oxygen. I think I want oxygen tanks to go here, and then we'll have power go up through that. I think that sounds good to me. So let's go ahead and get an oxygen generator. So you can see here, you can see our CO2 falling. So basically, CO2 is going to go to the lowest point of which it can travel. And so what I did here is I released a ton of it. There's a ton of carbon dioxide in here. It's going to go down here, and it's going to fill up this tunnel. So unfortunately, because of that, we're going to have a lot of stuff to deal with down here. So I'm going to actually make this area a little bit bigger and make sure that they can get down to it. And we can't, Danzy's working on digging all that up. And we're eventually gonna get a new duplicate, which means, once again, a name suggestion would be nice if you guys have it. I am gonna go ahead and build a research station up here. We're gonna have a door most likely at this spot right here, and I'm gonna put the research station right there. And then, yeah, so you can see here, there's no oxygen down here. We haven't produced nothing, and that's not good. So let's go ahead and get an oxygen diffuser going. I'm gonna put it right here so it kind of flows out, and we might do 2 of them. Let's do 1 for now and see where we stand. So let's go and get some power going. We've got a manual generator, because nothing like some good old hamster wheel running. And then we'll have we'll have wire. So I'm gonna make this look as good as I possibly can. Have that go out there, come out here, and go there. So our wire is gonna be behind our good old ladder. Because I just don't want wires going willy-nilly. I want to have some organization to it. And then when we're not doing any generation, so we'll have 2 wheels. I think I'll have batteries in the middle. So we have, let's see, how is this gonna actually work the way I want it to? So I have a door, a thing there, thing there, thing there, and then 2 batteries? Oh yeah, look at that. Aha, I planned it out the way I wanted to. All right, so we have another one there and 2 batteries. And we'll have 2 hamster wheels, 1 there and 1 there. That looks good to me. We'll connect that with a wire. Let's see here, power, wire, and there we go. All right, so lots of cleaning jobs that need to be done, but you guys will handle it eventually. I want to check our germs, make sure our water is still fine. It is, very good. You'll dig out that eventually. I do want to make sure that I put a wall here. So what I'm probably gonna do is we'll probably empty this water up to the point where it gets down to this point, and then we'll able to slowly build a wall, which means I'm gonna make this reservoir a bit deeper. We want to avoid getting near the slime mold though. So what we can do is we can dig and make this reservoir a bit deeper. So we'll dig out these tiles, and this reservoir will get deeper, and we want to have a ladder. And then once this reservoir gets deeper, we'll eventually start building a wall. So go ahead and dig this. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna pause the game right quick and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry, I had to get up and do something real quick. So let's go ahead and keep building our wonderful, wonderful colony. We need a duplicate to handle some hauling jobs, so I can't wait for that duplicate to get here. So what's gonna happen here is I'm going to change the direction of this, and we need to set direction left. So select to make duplicates wash when passing from left to right. So if they're coming from the left, from the houses, they have to wash their hands. So we don't want them washing their hands going in, but we do want them to wash their hands going out. Very good. All right, so we want a bottle emptier as well. So what I'm gonna do, all right, so you can see here, oh, Abe, he's oh, is he trapped? Abe, buddy. Oh boy, okay, hang on. I think Abe might be trapped. Hang on, let's see. Oh no, he's good, all right. He was able to climb. Okay, I was scared there. Abe, you scared me a little, bud. And you can see he can't breathe. There's not a lot of oxygen down there. That's okay though. Okay, so battery recharge threshold. I'm not gonna set that just yet. Yeah, we're still working on that. We don't have anyone working on power at the moment. Let's see here. So we need I'm gonna need to hook everything up. So let's go ahead and get our power going. Get our wire out. Make that go up. Go up. Go, looking good. Same thing here. Power going up. Very good. All right, so now we have our research station. So once we get power going, we can select our research. So what am I gonna focus on first? Well, that's a very, very good question. And I think, I don't know what's gonna be best for us to go. And if you have any suggestions on where, like what I should start doing, I think I might do plumbing first and go ahead and get our plumbing started. Just because it might be beneficial from the standpoint of germs. Germs terrify me in this game and are good ways for our duplicates to die. So if we have proper sanitation, that'd be good. But also just getting proper farming as well. So food is gonna be important. And I think I might do this for the algae terrarium, and then we'll do plumbing next. And the compost, that lets us deal with our polluted dirt. So we're definitely gonna get this first once we get someone running on power. So that means we're gonna need to set priorities on power. So if there's jobs to do, so what Daisy doesn't have priority on cooking or decorating. So since she's researching, so she can go ahead and provide some power. So let's go ahead and see here. Where is ranching, decorating, cooking, tidying, doctoring, toggling, life support? Is it toggling? Change setting, flip scissors and sensors, no. Life support? No, what is it? Operating, it's operating. So Danzy will operate if she can, which means she's going to go to the manual generator and provide us some power for the colony, and then we can start researching, and then we can start producing food, so on and so forth. And we actually have, what is this thing? That's a muck root. All right, cool. Are y'all eating in the bathroom? Abe, were you seriously eating in the bathroom? What is wrong with you? Oh, wow, we got some serious germs going on. What is that? Floral scent. Very breathable. What does that do for us? Select an infected object for more details. Okay, germs. No service germs. Floral scent burst. 1 million germs. Floral scent. Okay, hang on, wait a minute. Floral scent. Floral scent allergens trigger excessive sneezing fits in duplicates who possess the allergies trait. Huh. Cool, all right, let's get rid of that guy. I know none of you have that, but that had me panicking for a minute. I was like, oh, what have I unleashed onto the colony? Danzy, you're full of germs. Did you not wash your hands? Danzy, come on down. What are you doing? All right, so let's go ahead and tap through some of this. So you can see that this isn't really producing oxygen because we don't have any power. But you can see kind of our oxygen flowing. You can see how our gases are handling. So yeah, gas is obviously gonna settle at the bottom of this. Makes sense. So we have honestly a gas pit at the moment, so we can get some proper ventilation going. And the thing is, we don't have, the thing what we're gonna do is with the algae, we're gonna wanna put those in places that have a lot of CO2, because the algae will convert the CO2. So we want to go ahead and get some algae diffusers down there, and they will produce oxygen and so on and so forth. And there might be some science that I'm missing behind some of this stuff, and you guys will have to definitely let me know if there are things I'm missing. So I greatly appreciate that. Okay. Like I said, this is gonna be a complete learning experience for me. We'll get there. It'll happen. It's just gonna take some time. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a kind of kitchen slash a food area over here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll have a tile here, and then go across, and then we'll have this here, and then have one here. And I think I'm gonna have like a kitchen slash dining area in this little area down here. We'll probably have food up here, and then we'll have people eat down here. That looks good to me. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, and then you guys can focus on that, and then we will dig all that algae up. Very good, all right. And the problem is that luckily this will fall down here, but because I do have the power wheels down here, and I may need to move these up, and you guys let me know if these need to go up so that their oxygen or their CO2 falls, then I definitely will do that instead. And you can see our oxalite is actually disappearing. It's not a permanent thing for us. We need to find an oxygen solution, which is what our oxygen generator is for. And you can see it working right now. So all of our oxygen, we are doing pretty good on oxygen. Like I said, this is gonna fill up, and we're gonna want some CO2 generators down here. By generators, I mean our algae. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna start building out our base just a little bit more. I'm just kind of getting the foundation. I'm trying not to dig out way too much because that creates a lot of jobs, especially for our digger. So I'm trying not to create too much there, just enough to where we can get things done. Okay, so we're slowly building a reservoir here. And ideally what I wanna do is have this eventually empty and this be down here, and then we can build a wall. And this wall will also go here, and we'll bring this water here, and we'll have our reservoir tank. So what you can see though, is that our pitcher pump is now at its shortest point. That's not great. So we'll need to actually bring that down some more. And so our reservoir really needs to be wider than it needs to be tall. And while I'm also gonna need to build another reservoir tank, and this is probably where we're gonna build this. We wanna keep our germs away. And so I need to make sure that I keep it, let's see here. What we're gonna do is I'm not gonna focus on it yet, but I am gonna kind of we're gonna make a CO2 slash stink tank, if that makes sense. So we're gonna have a tank that has a bunch of polluted water, such as this, but also keep our CO2. So probably something around here. We don't want to touch the slime yet, and I'll probably make it somewhere around here. It's gonna, or maybe here. I want to keep it at a lowest point, and we're gonna have to build the walls for it first before we even activate it, and they can dump out. So you can already see, that's a nymph egg. So this is gonna have dirty water, and we're gonna have to empty that somewhere. And that somewhere is not gonna be our clean water tank. So we're eventually gonna have to worry about that. But we have a new duplicant, which means a new person to name. So if you do have some name suggestions, we need 2 of them. I will gladly get you into our colony here. All right, so choose a blueprint or duplicant. So let's see, printables, choose oh wait. Colony summary. Oh, wow, we have achievements. Bed and bath, have at least 1 toilet in the colony. And a bed for every duplicant. Look at that. YouTube is trapped here. Yeah, y'all. Oh, there's even a time-lapse video. That's kind of cool. It's not like a, you know, a absolutely high-dev video. Of course, that would take a ton. So choose a blueprint. So we can get a care package with fertilizer, or we can get a new duplicant. So let's see here. Is there one that is gonna be good for us? So we have cooking and ranching. So someone that's good at cooking. We can get someone that's very dedicated at science, which I feel bad because Danzy is kind of our science person, but we may need to get someone that's dedicated to science and then let Danzy work on her cooking. So farts frequently. Well, I already don't want you. Doctoring errands cannot do. Increased decor and immune to food poisoning. So I might have you as, honestly, I might skip on this round. I'm gonna skip on this round. I'm not really, the printing pod will need time to recharge if I reject these printables. Let's get the care package then. Let's not waste it. We'll get the care package. We have fertilizer. I wasn't really a fan of any of the duplicants, unfortunately. Okay, what is wrong with you? Relax, standard, idle, downtime use toilet, bio. Status, hungry. Okay, you haven't, are we out of food? No, we still have food, you just haven't eaten yet. All right, so we have this going. We have a new algae terrarium, consumes algae to produce oxygen and remove some carbon dioxide. So what we can do is actually, we want to, I could have it down here. And that would let the oxygen go up. So we can have some algae down here at our lowest point, and it will only remove some. So is this actually gonna be worth it? Algae requirements, and it needs water. I'm not sure if this is gonna be worth it. So like we can have an algae terrarium here, because it's gonna get any carbon dioxide that goes past. Let me know how you guys feel about the algae terrarium. If you guys know something about it, let me know if I need to build that or not, if it's gonna be important for us. And then I will look at it later. I'm gonna worry about, we have plenty of, you know, of our carbon dioxide going down here. We have some time. We could go ahead and plant some with our planter box if we really wanted to. We have our micro musher. We do have our compost, and I'm gonna put our compost back here kind of with the toilets. So we're gonna actually dig out this a little bit more. Put a compost back here, dig out that, and then put down some tiles. Okay, and then we'll have our bathrooms, and then we'll have a compost as well. And I'm probably gonna make a pneumatic door to kind of block the compost out and just have its own thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty good because we want them to wash their hands when they're done with the compost because the compost is, it's dirty. So let's have enough for 3 toilets right now. So that'll be good. I wanna move this back a little bit more, so we'll have that there. That looks good to me. And then we'll have this kind of blocked off like so. All right, very, very good. Guys, I think that is a good first day for Oxygen Not Included. I hope you guys are enjoying this, you know, the first episode. If not, please let me know. If you are, then let me know that as well. As always, feedback is greatly appreciated. And let me know how you think of the series if you want to see more of this. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider subscribing if you do enjoy the content here. We do all kinds of games, mostly playing colony sim games at the moment, it seems like, but I do plan on starting a series for Timberborn next week because they're doing a new massive update. So if you like content like that, well, then we will be doing that as well. That is gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day wherever you may be, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.